above him. You see the pine needle just over the head of Kenya. Barbara has copied the needle on the side of Kenya. And knowing that pine needles are roughly 15 to 20 centimeters long, it is quite easy to find out that the total is above 3 meters. In another attempt to compute Kenya's height, Barbara referred to some gratings barely visible in the background of the image. Then, using Google SketchUp, she has been able to confirm the previous height. Using that software, she has also been able to show us how a normal human would look in front of Kenya. Of course. When she made this analysis, she was astonished. Easy to understand why. And she has written an article in one of the Italian magazines devoted to UFO. And she says, now researchers and the bankers will obviously try to verify the photo confronting that face with all similar face they'll be able to discover, and in case they will probably open also the police archives. That face is too recognizable. What could happen if somebody would identify that GUI saying, hey, I know him, he's my cousin, my brother, friend, husband, or whatever? The whole story would fall, of course. And she goes on. So why Dr. Breccia exposed his name and his career to such a great risk? Probably because he is totally certain that the person portrayed in that photo was not from this earth. Area 51, number 22, July 2007. They were not always as tall as that. More often than not, they were of average age. And this is a normal, human-looking person. Let's speak a bit about the picture on the cover of Mass Contacts. Here it is. Actually, it belongs to a group of images, each one of them composed of two different half photos joined together. I know who has made this strange operation, but as this person died many years ago, I do not know why he did this strange thing. Another picture from the same sequence. It is evident that it is made of two different half pictures. If you look carefully, you would find a very strange kind of alien with 3 arms. Well, the W-56 were fighting a group of artificial beings that they had created, so that they were naming them our enemy brothers. And as usual, Bruno Samaciccia had found a new name to them, CTRs, from the Italian word contrari, opposites. One of the CTRs, unfortunately, this picture is very bad made. Sorry for the bad quality. I do not know who has shot this picture. And one of their scouts, in this case I know who is the author of the picture. It has been taken in the north of Rome in an old archaeological structure that is a very ancient Etruscan town, Veio. Let's get back to W-56. They were always asking us to be active on their side. They were saying, please help us to help yourselves. The help they were requesting us consisted mainly in keeping our group compact. That was more important what may look from these words. To them, indeed, the cohesion among people was not just an abstract concept, but an actual living entity that they were calling Iureda. They were needing Iureda's well-being because it was essential to the working of almost all of their equipments.
Siate tutti con tutta la vostra dedizione, con tutta la vostra umanità, perché in questo momento noi abbiamo bisogno di ciò, come l'acetato cerca acqua.
Okay. This is one of the W56 speaking. Probably the oldest among you will have recognized a strange inflection that was typical of the fascist police during Italia fascist period. That is because our friend had learned Italian from the radio broadcast of the fascist period, and so he believed that Italian should have been spoken that way. How may I start the second icon? It was just a very short sentence, stay together, stay together. Okay, often they were also witty. The messaging system we were using in those years was based upon an IBM 360-67 in Pisa and passive TTYs, the teletypewriters, connected to it via modems. And I will show in the next slide a quick exchange between myself and one of the W56, just in order to explain better what he writes, what the W56 sends to the computer and then reflects to me, is written in capital letters. My answers are in small letters. We are speaking Italian. These are these four last sentences from video, forse non c'è nessun intruso, forse ce n'è uno che conosco bene, and so on. This is a translation into English. Maybe there is no intruder. I answer, maybe there is one I know well. And he answered, do you mean the one I do know well? Then there is an equinox. And this is an untranslatable pun between equinoctio, meaning equinox, and equivoco, meaning misunderstanding.